Thailand's late king BhumibolAdulyadej was in many ways the personification of Thai culture. He was a constitutional monarch whom most Thais saw as the guardian of all they held dear. Bhumibol was 18 when he took the throne in 1946, after the mysterious death of his elder brother, King Ananda. In the early years of his reign, which became the longest in Thai history, the monarchy wasn't the force it later became. But the Vietnam War gave the young king an unexpected opportunity. Born in the United States and educated in Switzerland, he was staunchly anti-communist. The U.S. was quick to recognize his value and funded a campaign to place portraits of the king in every Thai home. Over the years, he established thousands of rural development programs, everything from rainmaking to education. Grainy images of young Bhumibol touring the countryside, farmers kneeling in front of him, were played in cinemas ahead of every movie. The fact that his position was above everyday politics made it easy for Thais to elevate him to almost godlike status.
He's viewed by the people as the moral force, the arbiter or the moral authority, the conscience, the national conscience.
But he didn't stay out of politics completely. His intervention in a crisis cemented his dominant position in the Thai psyche. After a 1991 coup and mass protests against its leaders the following year, Bhumibol summoned the leaders of both sides who knelt before him on live television. Pro-democracy activists have expressed concern over Thailand's century-old laws that punish any criticism of the monarchy.
Anybody criticizing the king could be charged for lèse majesté, putting in prison from 3 years to 15 years. So that is very difficult.
Bhumibol's leanings became apparent in Thailand's next military intervention. The 90s saw rapid economic growth, and after the Asian financial crisis in 1997 and 98, the rise of Thailand's first free market prime minister, Thaksin Shinawatra. But after months of protests accusing Thaksin of corruption, tanks rolled through the streets of Bangkok in September 2006. Thaksin was ousted in a coup. Bhumibol quickly granted the coup leaders an audience, signaling his approval. In April 2010, he made a rare public appearance at a ceremony to induct a new panel of judges. It came in the middle of another anti-government upheaval, and in his speech he urged the Thai people to perform their duty.
In the country, there might be some people who neglect their duties, so you must show them as an example that there are still people who carry out their work dutifully and honestly.
In 2014, months of political turmoil again brought thousands of Thais to the streets. It led to Thailand's 19th coup d'etat. After the military seized the government, Bhumibol endorsed the head of the army as the prime minister. But he was much less visible than he was in previous crises. It was the image of the king that the new prime minister knelt before as he took office. Towards the end, the king spent considerable time in hospital. In 2009, he stayed in Siriraj hospital for 4 years after being admitted with a lung infection. When he finally left, people lined the streets in a display of continued reverence. In October 2014, the king underwent gallbladder surgery. He was discharged from the hospital after the procedure, but after only 1 week, he was readmitted. He remained under hospital care for the rest of his life. An announcement on succession is expected from the Royal Household Bureau. For more than half a century, Thais have navigated through an often chaotic political scene with one constant as their reference point: